This is a weather alert. You are watching 13 on your side.
And first at 5 o'clock, another hazy day in West Michigan as smoke from Canadian wildfires hovers over the state. We're going to take a live look right now from downtown Grand Rapids and Muskegon, where you can see it's very smoky still outside. Now, conditions have improved a little since yesterday when our air quality was rated as very unhealthy. Today, airnow.gov has Grand Rapids listed at one lower level to unhealthy. So what can we expect next? Let's head over to Chief Meteorologist George Lessons, who has the answer. George.
We did have some improved air quality today, but it is still unhealthy out there. Let's take a look at the map around the Great Lakes region. All of the dark red dots are in the unhealthy category. Very unhealthy over in Wisconsin, Illinois, and over toward the Detroit area. We got to look at the latest air quality readings. It went from the purple, which was very unhealthy yesterday, now into the healthy category as of the last hour, and that is expected to get worse here tonight. Some of the other tower cams from the airport to the lake shore. Up north, it's a little better. Fremont looking better, but it's worse along the lake shore in Muskegon and Holland today, where visibilities have dropped to around a mile, and they were down to 3/4 of a mile in Muskegon earlier, and that's all due to the wildfire smoke that is coming back into the area. We have the unhealthy group again tomorrow, even though the surface and smoke will be coming back in from the south as our winds turn to the south. So we do have another air quality or clean air action day coming up tomorrow. As I said, we probably would. We will take a closer look at when that haze and smoke will move on out here in just a few minutes. Definitely been hazy and smoking here of late, but there is some relief on the way. Heat is moving on in. 13 weather ball is red, and that means warmer weather ahead. And this view sponsored by Countryside Greenhouse of Allendale. A lot of haze in the air and smoke. It's actually got better today in many areas except along the lake shore, and it will gradually worsen again later on tonight. Temperature outside right now, upper 70s to around 80 plus, 80 here in Grand Rapids with that haze and smoke in the air. And we did have a few high clouds come through earlier today, but no precipitation once again. We are going to continue to see very little chance of any meaningful rain until later on this week. It'll be like Thursday night into Friday morning. There are some storms that are expected to develop up here in northwest Wisconsin along a cold front. They're going to expand here in the next couple of hours, but then they're going to fall apart as it runs into this ridge of high pressure, which has been stubborn over the last several days. But the smoke is going to get worse before that rain moves on in. It cleared on out. We were in the blue and green today, which means a little bit better air quality. But as the winds turn around to the south, as that high moves to the east, this is at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, right around noon or a little bit after, we'll start to see the visibility go down again. You'll smell more of that smoke in the air. And then finally, that will all retreat on up into Canada. Some of it will get washed out by some of those showers and storms. As I mentioned, watch right in through here. Here's some thunderstorms between now and daybreak. They all just fall apart. Most of the storms tonight will be down in Illinois and Indiana, so they're going to miss us as well. We'll have a sunny start to our day, and then tomorrow night, as that cold front gets a little bit closer, this is when our chance for a shower or a thunderstorm comes through. It's a small chance, but at least it is a chance. Then after that, we'll have our best chance on Saturday. The Storm Prediction Center has us in a slight or a 1 out of 5 risk for severe weather, and that would be tomorrow evening, tomorrow night, but I think they may actually pull us out of that risk later on tomorrow. Chances for warm temperatures higher from July 4th through the 8th, which is right around and after the 4th of July, of course, and high chances that we'll have more chances, at least, for showers and thunderstorms during that same 5-day period. Out on Lake Michigan, waves are virtually flat under hazy skies. Very little chance of any rain over much of lower along the lake shore, but maybe a little better chance northern half of the lake. It's around 60 in Ludington and Hart as the smoke returns or stays around. Mid-60s from Muskegon and Holland southward. Upper 50s along US 10, low 60s Fremont and Greenville as the smoke returns or thickens up, and that'll be the case here in the greater Grand Rapids area. Overnight lows in the low 60s. 13 on your side forecast. Looking at the best chance for rain coming on Saturday and then warming up with lots of humidity later on this week all the way through the 4th of July. Next chance of rain after Saturday, most likely not until the following Thursday, Friday, and or Saturday. Stick around. 13 on your side at 5 continues after the break. Some areas the air quality got a little worse today. Some areas it got a little bit better, especially north of Grand Rapids, but everyone's going to see the air quality worsen once again before it finally leaves. Weather-wise, 13 weather ball is red. Warmer weather ahead, getting well up into the 80s tomorrow. And this view sponsored by Countryside Greenhouse of Allendale. Walking the dog this evening, this is Mila, and you're going to give you a yellow paw for the haze and smoke in the air this morning for tonight. And then in the morning, there'll be a lot of smoke around Carly, so just limit being outside with your pet. Don't make them do any strenuous exercise, just to go outside and go potty. That's all we really want to do here in the next 24 hours. Maybe just a little bit less sunshine tomorrow on our green energy report. 7.9 out of a 10-point scale to create that green energy. Wind up a little bit here tomorrow. This time around, it'll be out of the south. That's what's bringing that wildfire smoke that went south back up into our area. Other than that, we've had some sunshine today, just a few high clouds coming in from the west. We are tracking an area up here to the northwest that may trigger some thunderstorms here over northwest Wisconsin along a cold front. That may bring us a thunderstorm tomorrow night in our area, but not in most areas tonight. We're focusing on the smoke. You notice we were in the blue and green throughout the day as all of that smoke went to the south. It's around that big high that's dragging it up into Wisconsin right now, but that's also going to drag some of it back up into the region right around the middle of the day tomorrow. We'll see the haze get really thick before it all finally heads back up into Canada. Thanks, Canada, for sending it our way. And then we've got much better weather conditions, air quality conditions coming up. As far as our weather, there are those storms that we're just going to completely fall apart. So we may become partly cloudy later on tonight. Look at this complex of storms. This is going to produce severe weather down in Illinois and Indiana late tonight as it moves out of Iowa. We've got a partly cloudy day tomorrow, and you can see as the cold front comes through tomorrow evening, there's a chance for some thunderstorms, but they'll be short-lived, and then they'll move off to the south and east. Looking farther ahead from July 6th through the 12th, that's just beyond our 10-day forecast. Still warmer than average temperatures continuing with higher chances for more precipitation. At the lake, waves were pretty flat today. Water temperatures, though, not going anywhere. Pretty flat as well. Mid and upper 50s to low and mid 60s on the south half of the lake. So tonight, look for the smoke to return under partly cloudy skies around 60 north half of the lakeshore zone. Mid 60s Muskegon and Holland southward. Northern zone, you'll see some of that haze turn into a smoky layer. 58 along US 10, low 60s in Fremont and Greenville, and from Grand Rapids southward, we'll be in the low 60s as the smoke thickens up towards daybreak. 13 on your side forecast. 88 tomorrow and on Friday as the humidity starts to go up. Best chance for showers and storms will be on Saturday, and then another chance on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday next week. Sunday through Wednesday, the chances of rain are not zero, but not enough to put in the forecast every day as we hit the upper 80s on the 4th of July. So we will again see temperatures warm up very, very nicely after we finally get rid of the heat and humidity here, get rid of the haze and smoke in the area.
4th of July looks promising, George.
There you go.
Thank you.
Another smoky, hazy day here in West Michigan, but some relief is on the way. What about the rest of our weather pattern? 13 weather ball is red, even warmer weather ahead after we jumped into the 80s today. We'll be even warmer tomorrow. This view sponsored by Countryside Greenhouse of Allendale. Away from the lakeshore, up into the low 80s, including 82 here in Grand Rapids, 80 in Muskegon and in Holland. We forecast 83 today, and we're back on target. We have had 14 out of the last 15 days where we've met our target. We had a lot of that haze in the air. It has thinned out in some areas, but thickened up, and it will continue to thicken up later on tonight. We're watching an area up here in northwest Wisconsin that may bring us a chance of a thunderstorm to the north later on tonight, but we're focusing in on the air quality for tomorrow. Once again, much of the Midwest, including all of West Michigan and the state of Michigan, under another clean air action day during the day on Thursday. Smoke retreated in some areas throughout the day today, but it's coming back from the south as winds turning around to the south later on tonight. Air quality will worsen throughout the day tomorrow up through the middle of the day, but then those southerly winds will push that all off to our north and east, so it'll improve and the skies will get at least a little bit less smoky as we get into tomorrow evening into Friday. So we're watching those showers and storms developing over northern Wisconsin, but we're just going to see the high clouds from those late tonight and for the morning tomorrow. Big complex of storms down through the Chicago area will pass south of South Bend overnight. We will miss out on that. But as we've been forecasting all week long, cold front coming through on Thursday night will bring us our small chance of a shower or a thunderstorm. We're sticking with our 40% of the area seeing some of those storms. There's a small risk that one of those could be on the stronger side. So the forecast out on Lake Michigan here tomorrow, you could expect waves right around calm to maybe 1 footers as winds turn around to the west and southwest, but be fairly light. Should be a great day at the beach. Air quality, though, not great. A lot of smoke in the air, partly cloudy skies with those high clouds coming in, especially early on. Low 80s around Ludington and Hart, mid and even upper 80s around Muskegon and Holland. Notice the winds are out of the south, so there's not much cooling except once you get up north of Muskegon into the northwest counties of our viewing area. Up north, south wind, mid 80s, a little bit warmer than today. A lot of smoke in the air under partly sunny skies to start. And here in the greater Grand Rapids area, here we go into the mid and upper 80s, including 88 here in GR. 13 on your side forecast. So about 40% chance of the area later on tomorrow evening as that cold front approaches. Behind it, it will bring in some more humidity on Friday as we hit 88 again. Best chance for showers and storms next several days will be on Saturday. The humidity continues all the way through the 4th of July as we hit the upper 80s and then maybe close to 90 by the following Thursday.